Good morning, YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own Salsa Verde, which is a tomatillo salsa, homemade from scratch in record time. And this stuff is amazing. Fresh, bright, delicious, so much better than store-bought. You are gonna love this one, all right? Let's cook, y'all. We got a family to feed. All right, we are making our salsa. This is so easy, y'all. But it's just so good. All right, so over here I have about 1.5 pounds, give or take, maybe a little bit more, of fresh tomatillos. And this is a tomatillo. And when you go to the grocery store, a lot of times you'll find it, well, one of two places. It's either stuck next to the tomatoes, which I think it's a distant relative, I can't remember, or it's near the peppers, okay? Either one. So when you bring it home, you're just gonna get rid of this papery outer shell. And it peels off really easily. It's kind of funny. You see how it listen. There's this sticky stuff in here. The outside of a tomatillo is kind of sticky. I don't know what that is. All right, then I have a baking sheet here. I went ahead and washed all of these. I'll wash that one in a second. Although, you've removed the paper husk. So, I don't know that you really should wash it. Okay, inside, they look like that. So it's somewhat similar to a tomato. The taste, however, nothing like a tomato. It's much closer to a citrus kind of thing going on. And some of my favorite salsas are made with tomatillas. And if you're not familiar with tomatillas, but you've been to a lot of Tex-Mex restaurants, you're gonna go, oh yeah, I know what that is, as soon as you see the finished product. Because you'll know. You will know. Why is that one over there? I don't know why he's over there. Alright, so we've got a couple other things that we're going to throw on this baking sheet. Now, you can do Salsa Verde raw. Absolutely. Do it all the time. This step, this quick charring that I'm going to do, is for nothing but to develop some additional flavor. Give it a little more complexity. Okay. Now, if you've watched many of my videos, you know that 99.9% of the time I use plain old cheap yellow onions because they are expensive and I buy them in bulk at the big warehouse store. However, this recipe came to a friend of mine who is from Mexico, and he absolutely insists that it has to be a white onion or it's just not right. So, if you're making this particular salsa, that's your rule. So I just cut it, I peeled the outer edge, and then just cut it into wedges. This is gonna go here too. And I don't have a clean spoon. Of course, because I need one. All right, we're gonna wing it. All right, there's our last tomatillo. Like that. Jalapenos. If you do not want this spicy at all, leave them out. If you want it medium spicy, just use one. More spicy, use more, right? That's easy. All right, and I'll try to remember to link through to a video that I've got on managing jalapenos and how to de-seed them. Basically, you just use a spoon to scrape out the seeds and that the ribs inside, because that's where all your heat is. So just like that. We're throwing those on there whole. And because it's Ricky and Bladen and I for dinner, I'm going all in, guys. There's plenty of other ways you could add layers of heat and complexity to this. We happen to actually like the flavor of jalapenos. If you want it more multi-dimensional though, there's plenty of other things you can use. You can use chipotle, that would be delicious. It would be a little weird for your final color, but it would taste really good. All right, so here we go. This right here is ready. So we're going into the broiler, just long enough to develop some color. So I'm gonna make a wild guess. I'm gonna say 8 minutes, right? Then we're gonna turn everything over. I'll show you what that looks like when we get there. All right, these have started picking up some color. Not too much, but you do want some on there. And all we're doing here is flipping everybody over. Like I said, this is, you're not cooking everything. You're just kind of waking everything up. Now, while this has a minute on the other side, I've got a big fat bunch of cilantro over here. And I'm going to mince that up a little bit. I'm not going to work too hard because that's what I do. And we're throwing all this in a food processor. So we're going to get it nice and smooth that way. And most of this onion will be raw. Most of the tomatillos will be raw. That's fine. You're just picking up bits of color, little depth of flavor. Just kind of enhancing things a little bit. So you can't really even call this a roasted salsa because it's not. You're not roasting. You're just brightening everybody up a bit. All right, back on the other side. All right, all done. Oh, perfect. There we go. See that? Y'all catching those blistered bits? That's what we wanted. So, this gets plugged in. They work better that way. And then you assemble it correctly, which that wasn't. Okay. Pop. Figure this silly thing out. Okay, so in the meantime, I've got one lime that I juiced. And I have another one standing by in case I think it's necessary. I don't know. It depends on what you like. If you like lots of lime, knock yourself out. I do, actually. If it were mine alone, I would put all the lime in there. I'd put 2 limes in there. I love it. But Ricky is not as lime crazy as I am. Neither is Lance. So there you go. You do whatever your family likes. If they only like a little lime, put half one in there. If they like a lot of it, buy a bundle. I don't care. Whoops. This is your food, right? You make it your way. Try not to throw it on your cutting board. All right, here we go. So I am going to start with, oh, I didn't even chop those cilantro at all, did I? So I've got about, this was half a bunch. I used about half of it yesterday. Told you I was lazy. I didn't even bother chopping that at all. I'm just throwing that right in there like that. And there's my lime juice. And we're just going to process this until it's smooth. Here we go. I'll probably have to stop and scrape it down a little bit. Maybe not. No, it looks like it's going to behave. What I am going to do though is add 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Give it a taste. And I don't have a single clean spoon. All of my spoons have disappeared. I swear it's like when the kids were little, they would take them out in the yard and play with them, like digging for treasure and stuff. But the kids are too old to do that right now, and they all swear they haven't done it, but all my spoons have slowly disappeared. So, oh, yum. You know what that needs? I don't need a spoon. I've got tortilla chips. That, y'all, is delicious. It's fresh, it's bright, it's popping with flavor. Mmm. You need to make that, like, right now. Turn this off, get off YouTube, go make some. Oh yeah, that's it. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching, and if you thought that video was helpful, do me a huge favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get a notification whenever I post a new video. And if you have a second, hop on over to Patreon and check out how to support my channel even more. Again, thanks for watching.